You know, I didn't plan to become a Celimax person, it's just kind of happened. Last year I tried 2 of their products and this year I ended up trying 7 more. So between the last year and this year, I have now tested 9 Celimax products and I want to talk about all of them in one video. Now this is not a haul, this is more like an honest roundup of my experience with each of their products. What worked, what didn't, what surprised me, and who I think each product is actually for. Some of these I have reviewed in full details on my channel doing 7 days test, 30 days test, even 2 months test. I will link all of those videos where relevant, but in today's video, I want to give you one complete picture in one place, so let's get into it. Before I start, a little context about my skin, where I live, because that matters a lot. I'm in a hot and humid climate that affects how I experience every product, texture, absorption, finish. If a product feels too heavy or too sticky, I will tell you. And if something still works despite the humidity, that means something. Okay, so 9 products, let's go. The first one is the Celimax Dual Barrier Creamy Toner, and this one is specifically designed for sensitive and dry skin types. Now, when I first looked at it, it looks milky, like a creamy, milky white texture, and I was a little bit skeptical, like, okay, is this going to feel heavy? Is it going to feel like too much in my weather? But honestly, it surprised me. What I love about this toner is that it's one of those rare products that gives you exactly the right amount of hydration. Not too much, not too little. It's not thick and goopy, and it's not so light that you wonder if it did anything at all. It's just right. And for a humid climate, that balance is actually really hard to find. If you are dry or sensitive, this is genuinely lovely. It moisturizes and hydrates without ever feeling like it's sitting on top of your skin. That's the beautiful part. It also says something on the packaging that caught my attention, something along the lines of creates what your skin needs. And when you go to the website and read more about what that means, it actually makes sense in context. It's not just a marketing line, the formula is thoughtful. Okay, the packaging looks quite boring, but the formulation is excellent. Dry and sensitive skin types, this one is for you. The next product is the Noni Calming Glow Pad from Celimax. These are amazing to soothe and calm down any irritation, especially after you have shaved your face or your skin is retinoid irritated. Brand recommends to use multiple pads on your face in one sitting, but I went ahead with only using one. I thought it was a lot of product in just one single pad. It could cover my entire face and neck. Yes, it did take some time to completely absorb in and dry, but to calm down and soothe irritated skin, these are amazing. Now, one thing I must tell you, when the cotton pads are about to dry, they become a little rough on the surface. So what I would do in that case, I would squeeze the Celimax, the cotton pad, and apply the serum all over my face and neck. The next up is the Pore Plus Dark Spot Brightening Cream. Now this one has niacinamide 5%, tranexamic acid 5%, Mela0V 1%, ceramide NP 0.1%. This product I have tested over 30 days and I saw visible improvement in my dark spot that is next to my eyes on the right temple. This is in a cream format, so you can use it directly as a moisturizer and then use your SPF or use their SPF. But if you're using it at night, I feel by itself this cream is not as moisturizing. If you're super dry, you might need to add on another hydrating, moisturizing barrier repair cream on top. Not that it does not help you with, it's just in the case if you do not get enough moisturization from this, add another of your cream on top. Next up, the Celimax Pore Plus Brightening Care Sunscreen, and this one actually belongs in a pair with their dark spot cream, which I have reviewed separately. They are from the same range and I tested both together for 30 days as well. Key ingredients: niacinamide 5%, tranexamic acid 1%, panthenol 0.1%, and the filters, it uses newer generation UV filters. Not the old school heavy ones, so texture wise it's actually lightweight, you don't feel it sitting, which for a humid climate is a big deal. Now here is my honest take on the SPF by itself. If you are buying this 1% tranexamic acid SPF thinking that it will help remove or lighten your dark spots, I wouldn't bank on that. 1% on its own isn't a very high concentration for that specific concern. But and this is important, when I used it alongside their dark spot cream, the combination genuinely worked better than either product alone. They're clearly designed to be used together, and when you do that, you can feel the difference. One thing I have to mention, it does sting slightly if it gets into your eyes. I've been careful with application, but sometimes you just don't realize it's drifted until the stinging starts, so heads up on that. Also, it's not tinted, clear finish, best used in combination with the Celimax Dark Spot Cream for anyone targeting hyperpigmentation. Next product is their Celimax Pore Plus Dark Spot Sheet Mask. Now this sheet mask is very creamy. It's the creamiest one I have used so far. Usually the sheet masks have a lot of serum, but this one is like cream infused. You put it on, leave it on for 20 minutes and take it out. One thing to keep in mind, this is made out of fabric and it fits snugly to your face. It does not move or budge while it's on. And when you remove it, you do see the texture of the fabric on your skin. But that subsides within few minutes. I must say, before I tried this, I was thinking it might be a gimmick. How come a sheet mask solve a dark spot problem, but it actually works? This entire range looks quite promising. If you're dealing with dark spots, I recommend going in with the entire range and use as directed by the brand. Since I live in a hot and humid weather, I used this sheet mask only once a week, and that too at night. Okay, so next product, and if you have been on my channel for any amount of time, you would already know. Like if you type my name, Neha Jha, Celimax Retinal, or you type my channel's name and search for Retinal, you will see approximately 7-8 videos on this product alone. The Celimax Retinal Short Tightening Booster. It has retinol 0.1%, panthenol 1%, matrixyl 3%. The combination works. I noticed visible changes in my laugh lines within weeks. My makeup started sitting better when I added this to my nighttime routine. And that honestly is one of the most practical signs that something is actually working on your skin texture. One thing to keep in mind, this is for people who are already familiar to retinoids. If you are a complete beginner, please do not start here. But if your skin is retinoid trained and you want to level up, this is definitely worth trying. With this one, frequency matters. Start with 2 to 3 nights in a week. I would advise start with 2 nights. Move up to 3 nights if your skin feels fine. Adjust based on how your skin responds and don't rush it, please. And final question, is it worth the mid-range price? For me, yes, absolutely. The next product is the Celimax Retinol Short Tightening Serum for firm skin. Now this one is different from the booster, and I want to be clear about that because they sound similar. This one has 0.1% retinol, same percentage, but instead of matrixyl, it has a 9 peptide complex. 9 is still anti-aging focused, is still targeting firmness and fine lines, but through a different peptide approach. And the texture is very serum-like, lightweight. I use 2 pumps for my entire face and neck, but there were days when I dropped just to 1 pump, when my skin felt like it needed a lighter touch. And what I would do in those cases is apply it onto slightly damp skin after the toner, so it glides more easily and spreads without me having to tug. Now I have to be honest about this, it really stings. It stings. It uses a spicule technology in the formula. If you've used a spicule based products before, you know exactly what that sensation is. So if you're going to try this for the very first time, I would advise to test it either here or on your neck, so you at least know what you're getting into. Or try this only if you're comfortable with retinoids that have a spicule delivery system and you have experience with that. The next product on the list is their Noni Ampoule Calming Plus Radiance for healthy skin. It has panthenol, collagen, and again this is for soothing, calming and making your skin radiant. This is again a beautiful formulation. What I have noticed is if you go in with 1 pump, it is kind of good. It doesn't feel as much. It doesn't feel glidey, it doesn't take time to dry down. But if you go in with 2 or more pumps, it does feel slightly heavier on the skin, though it does not bother me even in this humid weather because it is still light to feel. I believe the right way to put it, it feels a little thick, but it's still breathable on the skin. So that's all the 9 Celimax products, the ones I have tested properly over real time in real humidity. My overall read on Celimax as a brand is they are not flashy about it, like their packaging looks very simple, but the formulations are really thoughtful. The actives are dosed in ways that make sense. And across 9 products, I haven't had a single one that felt like a waste of money, which honestly is rare when you are testing these many things from one brand. At this point, I would love to know what all Celimax products you have tried that have worked for you, you have loved. Do let me know in the comments. Do drop them down in the comments. Share your experience so we all can learn. And that is all for today's video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay tuned, stay beautiful.